Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I just want to come on and touch bases with you on today concerning God and us. Um, the main two things are we limit the ability in which we give God the opportunity to rain blessings, rain direction, rain new things, rain a whole new atmosphere in our life. But when we limit God, God cannot do any of these things because we limit Him. Um, we allow Him to fix the small things, but we're afraid that He ain't gonna grant the big things, so we go try to make it happen ourselves, and the road is rocky. You might get it, but I'm guarantee you had to sell your soul to get it. But see, when we trust God and wait on God to make the big things happen for us, the road is smooth, okay? We have to open our mind and be willing participants for God to come in. When we limit God in our life and what He can do, we will forever be in the same place. We will never reach our full potential. We will never reach our full destiny. Okay? We have got to open our hearts and not be afraid and allow fear to captivate our minds where we're not able to step out on faith where God can move astronomically in our life. Do things that we have never or could have never imagined. And we ourselves have to stop limiting ourselves, saying what we can't do, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not going to get this job, and I'm not going to get that job. Newsflash. God said it can be someone that have the credentials of any mainstream big time job. He got the credentials, he got the degree, he got the certificate. But let me tell you, the God I serve says that He's not qualified for that job, even though He have the credentials. He's not qualified for that job. You don't have the credentials. You are qualified. But when you speak over your life and say that you're not able to get this because you don't have this, or you can't get here, or you don't have that degree or this certificate, the devil is a lie. Because God will take that very thing where you think that you're not able or good enough to have that type of job, God will place you there. That's why we have to stop limiting God, and we have to stop li- limiting ourself, okay? Because whatever we expect and want God to do in our life, He is willing to do it. We got to stop trying to hold on to old things that are dead and stinking. When God pluck a flower up and move it from its original spot, He's moving it to put it on fertile ground, not to kill it. But when that flower dies because it's afraid to be on fertile ground because it's not what it's used to, it want to go back to what it's used to. But see, where they was at, their roots was being drowned out and they was dying because where they was at was a dead situation. You see what I'm saying? A flower need room to grow. God is not going to leave you in a dead situation when He have the outlet for you. We have to be willing to let go of some of the things that we have in our life that is eating us inside out. Did you hear that? We got to be willing participants to let some of these things go. A lot of these things that's eating you inside out, you have to let these things go. Allow God to come in and penetrate that heart and take you into a new dimension that you can't even wrap your mind around. But when you're not willing to do that and you limit God and you limit yourself, then God can't move and work like He wants to in your life. And you, fear keep you stagnant, so you can't move and step out on faith. So you holding up God and fear holding up you. Whew, shut your mouth. You holding up God and fear is holding up you, okay? So if God is telling you that you've been on a job, I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know your name, but I know who I'm talking to. If you've been on a job for 20 years and you hate this job and God been dealing with you in your spirit and you've been having dreams after dreams after dreams about God taking you and you in a new building and you're in a new place and you don't step out on faith, then you will stay there on that job instead of reaping what God has for you. If you've been in a marriage or a relationship that is not on fertile ground and it have been volatile from day one, and you know that God is dealing with you in your spirit, telling you to walk away, yet still you stay because you're used to what you got, because you're afraid to go get what God got new for you. See, we got to come out of that place of fear. We got to come out of that place of dry land. See, God want to put you on a land that fertiles. It's fertile. I mean, anything touch it, it's going to prosper. It's going to grow. But if we don't become in alignment with God and allow God to have his way in our life and we allow ourselves to allow us to stand on faith and not on fear, we will stay stagnant. We will never reach our full potential because I'm telling you, I know for a fact, this is not our life. This is not God's plan for us to be born, grow up, have babies, get married, get divorced, have relationships, break up. What?
Looking for me some diapers.
Right here, her pull-ups. Right there. That's what he wants for us. He wants us to move past what we used to and get to a place we have never experienced in our life. You know, I have some people have actually come out of the dry land and come into fertile land. And I'm telling you, they're experiencing things that they have never experienced in their life. Okay? When I say God is going to take you to a place that no man have experienced. Why? Because every man is different. Where God gonna put you, no man have been. Where God gonna put me, no woman have been. Same thing with you. But if we don't step out on faith, we will stand where we at, on dry land. So I just want to encourage you on today. We have to stop limiting God in our life and allow him to have full reign. And then we have to do our part. We got to stop allowing fear to keep us stagnant and step out on faith. That way God can complete his mission and we can get to our destiny. The place that God had planned for us the whole time. I hope this encouraged you on tonight. I love you, but God loves us all more. Have a blessed night. Amen.